Welcome to the Home Talk Podcast brought to you by Bet Naija, your home of Bet Boom. This is the Manchester United excitement. If you approach anything like that, you're going to say, he going to carry you, they go, carry you, they go, they go, they go. Ladies and gentlemen, if it is football, if it is engaging conversation, if it is banter to those who cannot put a trophy on the table, you know this is where it is. Make I not talk too much. Make I introduce the special people when they join me. And as gentlemen, we are going to begin with this gentle lady. She knows ball, she's articulate, and she's very expressive. Ladies and gentlemen, she puts the salt in the conversation. The one and the only Toyo, baby!
Good morning.
White Angel.
Thank you, Jerry. Ala Madrid.
The pain of Alonso is now in the past.
It's gone.
Yes, Abeloa is...
Abeloa ball.
Yes, and it's not taking people lower. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our next guest. Just completed a world tour. If you find some kind of camera angles where you go see the true picture, now him be the person. And he goes the whole length to give you the best shots. Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to grassroots football at the administrative level, in carry am for his shoulder. And when it comes to information, we concern our players, so in there at the forefront, and they allow people to treat our people anyhow. The one and the only Pooja!
Welcome to Boom.
Welcome to Boom. You're welcome. It shows. If I say snow, if you shake your body, snows. You go begin snow. Ladies and gentlemen, this man mesmerizes on the microphone. When it comes to commentary, Nadi Baba. When it comes to punditry, he's a professor. I will call him Le Prof today. The one and the only Ronaldinho on the microphone. Sawadinho! 6 points clear.
Of course, incoming quadruple champion. You can bank on it.
You know, I don't do it now.
Incoming.
Your antidote is here.
Incoming quadruple champion.
All right.
You can bank on it. Already in the final of the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
Waiting for the victims in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Victims.
Yeah, our victims. They're all victims. FA Cup victims waiting as well, and then the league is done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The league is done.
Yeah, done. League is done.
You better say priority.
All right, we're going to save this particular cut like this. And we will remind you.
Bank on it.
No problem, bank on it. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, Bet Naija get features when go make life easy for you. 1 up, 2 up. If you don't want to watch the match finish, if you don't want to watch a finish, just play 1 up. Once the team where you carry score, it don't end. 2 up, consecutive goals, it don't end. What are you waiting for? Why wait till the end of the game? When Man you can score 1, score 2, and you can begin to go home because you don't chop, and Man you don't chop. If you know, you know. Make we got this break. Once we come back, we'll enter straight into the conversation, and it's going to be very, very interesting. Welcome to Boom! Will they come back?
Bet Builder, Bet Freeze, One Up, Bet Boom. Just another reason why Bet Naija is truly number one.
Welcome back to the Home Talk Podcast brought to you by Bet Naija, your home of Bet Boom. This segment is called the Weekly Roundup. And everything that happened in the world of football, the interesting conversation, we are going to delve straight into it. And what better place to begin than the 15 minutes of madness that we saw over the weekend. Liverpool at Anfield against Manchester City. Let me start with Sawadinho. Because in that game, even though you are Arsenal through and through, I'm sure if they scratch your body, they go see a little bit of Liverpool
It's still
in
red blood, you see.
It's still red blood.
Red blood.
What was your expectation for that game? And
I expected Liverpool to take points off City, sincerely, and they were poised to do that. You know, I won't fault them for anything, right? The goals just came. The Bernardo Silva goal came out of nothing. You know, he just literally flung himself at the ball and then, you know, he scored. The penalty, some referees will not award it. That penalty. The Alisson challenge, it's just that, what's his name now? Nunes wanted it and won it. You understand? And it's a normal thing. When the goalkeeper is coming, just make sure you take the ball away from his reach and then try to just make a contact. More often than not, they would award that penalty, right? And then the craziness of the final minutes, you know, I mean, Liverpool, the Szoboszlai red card situation, the incredible save from Alisson, from Donnarumma. I was going to say Alisson, you know, that craziness. That's the first time in a very long while that Manchester City is coming to the Anfield to beat Liverpool.
Yes, since 2021.
Since 2021. I sincerely expected Liverpool to take at least a point of Manchester City. I mean, I shared the spoils with Manchester City, but it wasn't to be. And with that result, I think the chase is officially on. But for once in 4 or 5 years that it's been, Arsenal City going head to head, I'm not perturbed. Because the team is not good. The City team is not good. You understand? The team is not group. I'm looking for the right description now, but they are not just the usual Pep Guardiola side. But in that game, I actually expected Liverpool to take something of that game, but it wasn't to be.
So, baby, I want to talk about the referee's decision to award a penalty in added time.
Yeah.
Sawa has said that some referees would look the other way. Do you think that the referee maybe should have used his discretion to say this is a very important game and it could play a very important role in deciding the outcome at the end of the season? Maybe just allow it go because the goalkeeper had committed to the challenge. Keeper na sleep, keeper they sleep for ball.
Yeah.
The player, even though he go touch that ball, he not really do anything with him.
Yeah.
But do you think any other call could have surfaced yesterday?
Just like Sawa said, different referees could have interpreted it differently. And in all honesty, it was a penalty. That's just the truth. And there's nothing wrong with the referee going by the books. It was a penalty. You didn't get the ball. Nunez made sure he took the ball off the goalkeeper, and then the goalkeeper fouled him. It's a penalty. We cannot look at it any other way. If it was being fair that, this is a big game, a decider, then yes, you should give the penalty because that would have robbed Manchester City of precious 3 points. And that's going to be the first time City will do a double over Liverpool for the first time since 1937 or so, yeah. So, and that's Erling Haaland's first goal at the Anfield, for Manchester City. So, of course, the VAR did the right thing. One thing I saw from the referee was like he wanted to be so righteous because if you go back to the Szoboszlai's incident too, he wanted to just go by the books. A lot of people on the internet, what's his name, Alan, even Pep Guardiola were like, just let it be, let the goal go and let Szoboszlai also be on the pitch or play the next game. But the truth is, if you go by the books, it's supposed to be a foul, a red card should come after. And for the penalty as well, it's a penalty. We cannot be debating this. It's a penalty.
Interesting. Pooja, I would like to talk about the outcome and what this means for the title this season. Yeah. Sawa said he's not perturbed. Maybe this is not the Man City we saw 4-3 2 seasons ago. But do you think that can serve as some sort of motivation to Man City to keep fighting up until the end?
Obviously, after the game, you saw so many, posts from the players. Alan was posting this Man City, Bernardo Silva, even Pep, because 9 points could have been maybe the end. Not really the end, but of course, that's a too much gap. That means you have to lose like 3 games to win. And there's no way it won't hurt Arsenal fans. They don't want to go 6 point clear because they've done it several times. They've gone 13 point clear.
Chai.
And they've lost the title.
Nah, Arsenal have never been 30 points clear and lost the
13,
title.
13.
Never. Arsenal has never.
So let me tell you.
The team that has bottled the highest lead is Manchester United, 12 points clear.
No, the 13 was when Man City had
outstanding games.
Outstanding
exactly.
games.
So you can't call that 13 points clear.
No, you can't.
You can't. Level playing. You say you have played. No, see now, wait first. You have played 30 games and you guys have played 30 games.
Facts.
No.
When Arsenal went 13 point clear,
City had outstanding, but the difference was 13 points.
On Saturday,
that is not it. Come on now, let's sound dedicated for goodness sake. They have outstanding games. They have outstanding games.
On Saturday,
points clear.
Before we sleep on Saturday, Arsenal were 9 point clear.
Exactly, but they had a game in hand.
But you were 9 points clear now.
That was the conversation.
You were 9 points clear. It's not this.
It's simple.
Fact.
It is
you
not
were 9
fact.
points.
It is not. It is an uneducated discussion. See,
I don't hear
when you say somebody is 13 points clear, we have played equal number of games.
I'm telling you, in like 4 seasons, Man City have caught up with Arsenal.
Exactly, that's true.
And 9 points could have been better. But unfortunately, with that momentum, if you have not won a double over Liverpool since 1937, decades ago, and you won that game over the weekend, it's crazy. It's a crazy mentality boost. And for Arsenal, well, they have lots of players, they have squad depth, but can we say Arsenal can go all out when this Man City is chasing them? Let's wait.
All right, let's talk about Ademola Lookman. That very big move to Atletico Madrid. In fact, every Nigerian now, somehow, even if you dey support Madrid, Barcelona, you don't get soft spots because Lookman, they start games. I mean, started 2 games and has done really very, very well. Let's talk about that. His debut against Real Betis, got a goal, provided an assist, was really very outstanding every time he got the ball. Ran at the Betis defense. He guy make them sweat. Do you think that the La Liga is the perfect podium for him to shine, Sawa?
When he moved, I did a video and I said he would flourish. Ademola Lookman is someone that has found a way to maintain his style of play despite the terrain. When he switched allegiance, which I think is the best thing that happened to his footballing career, switching allegiance to Nigeria, when he did that, the concern was, would he fit into the, physical African football, what we call gidigbo or whatever it is, jambody football, will he fit into it? The guy came and he looked at it like, okay, I'm not a Calvin Bassey. I cannot go, body for body, but I've got something, footwork and slicky movements. And he stuck to that. And the last 2 AFCON bear testament to the fact that, it is working for him. And if we're looking at all the leagues in the world, save for the South American League, there is no league in Europe that encourages flair than the La Liga. No league in Europe. It is the La Liga first. If you're talking about flair, La Liga first, the French League on second, and then before you go to the Bundesliga, English Premier League, and the Italian Serie A. In that order, if you're talking about the Europe's top 5. So the La Liga is a place where, you can come and express yourself. Ronaldinho, in one of his memoirs, said he was not happy with JJ Okocha for moving to England because they made him look like a robot. But JJ also found a way to do his things in England. But he felt like a move to Spain would have actually made the world know him better, because that's a league that encourages flair. You understand? So Ademola Lookman being a flair-gifted player, I had no doubt that he was going to flourish. It's still early days. He's just 2 games into his a deal. But I have no doubt, without injuries, without any setbacks of any kind, without falling out with the coach or whatever, because all of these things, are factors that determine if you actually get to, hit your full potential or not. So if he actually stays fit, he's still in the good books of the team, I have no doubt that he would flourish. It's a very fantastic move to a very big side that is beginning to drag Nigerian fans. I saw Pooja's banter on Atalanta over the week, where Atalanta posted the Ghanaian and Atletico Madrid posted Ademola Lookman. You see the impressions on Ademola Lookman's post. See the impressions on it. Nigerians love their own. I say this all the time.
Very true.
When we started watching football newly, I supported so many teams for one reason, because the Super Eagles players were in these teams. So I got to know about teams like Fenerbahce, Besiktas, Ajax Amsterdam, just name them. Chelsea at some point because of Celestine Babayaro, you understand, before I finally pitched my tent with Arsenal. You understand? So Nigerians follow their own everywhere. If you have a Nigerian in Kairat Amati, Nigerians know about it. You understand? So I have no doubt, zero doubt, that Ademola Lookman, that's a perfect marriage.
Interesting. Speaking about Fenerbahce, he was set to join Fenerbahce, and Atletico Madrid came and he made that move. Now, they have great players also. And that team is a team that, no matter how badly they do, they would feature in at least the top 4 in the Spanish La Liga. What difference do you think Ademola Lookman would bring into the squad, irrespective of the players they already have?
If you look at the attacking options that Atletico Madrid have, aside from their strikers, that's Solot and Alvarez. That's Julian Alvarez. They have Alex Baena. I think they also have Thiago Almada. They brought in Raspadori. These guys didn't give them something different that they needed. And Ademola Lookman comes with something different. He's direct. He's multifaceted somehow. We saw the first game against Betis. Every time he picked up the ball, he never went back. He was always going forward. He was always marauding on that wings, causing problem on the left-hand side. And how versatile the young man is, whether you're playing a flat 4-4-2, he can play well there. Whether you're playing a 4-3-3, he can play well there. Whether you want him to be an SS, or you want him to be a left winger, or you want him to even play attacking midfield. Because we saw with Eric Schell, playing him in that 4-4-2 diamond role. So there's no how. Ademola Lookman has come to a place that would improve not just his level of playing, also improve his IQ, his mentality, and everything. And I'm really so happy that he turned down that Fenerbahce move. He would have. I'm not saying he will not do well. He would definitely score tons of goals, but it won't improve his game. It won't improve. It won't show how much there is more to learn, and how more. In fact, it will probably give him that. Oh, I've gotten to my ceiling. There at Atletico Madrid. It's like there's a different floor for you now to now even platform yourself. And that's awesome for the young man.
Interesting. Ademola Lookman, on the Home Talk podcast, we support you, we love you, and every other Nigerian player. Go ahead and keep making us proud. Let's talk about administration, Pooja, and let's talk about Barcelona. You know, as somebody who is in the boardroom and who also votes aye or nay when it comes to important decisions, Barcelona has carried a bowl of water and they have washed their hands, their broke hands, away from anything that has to do with Super League. You know, even though as a super club, because they have won the Champions League. They also follow people where they do mouth before. But now reality don't set in and they don't decide, say, they're not going to go by that way again. What does this mean for football in Europe?
Well, it's difficult to know, what is going down, in the boardroom, because if there's any club that needs money, it's obviously Barcelona.
Bambiala FC. Chai! Barcelona!
When you convert your stadium to all sort of things, from wedding ceremony to
naming ceremony.
But pulling out of that, multi-million or multi-billion-dollar league is something to question. And I think, most of these clubs talk about rivalry in all form. Rivalry in financial terms, rivalry in terms of player, acquisition. So it could be rivalry when it comes to what even maybe Real Madrid is going to take. Maybe Real Madrid is going to take maybe £10 million more than them. They feel like it's cheating for them. So I see it from that angle of rivalry when it comes to the financial book, the balance sheet or whatsoever, because a team that needs money, a team that, they're looking to, extend the contract of Rashford. They're still looking at his wages. They're looking for Lewandowski. Look at last season, they're telling him, Baba, don't score more goals.
Chai.
Because if you score more goals, you're going to pay.
You don't get money to pay.
So I think, if you look at what happened in terms of that league, it looks like maybe some teams are getting more money than them, and they feel like if you're a big club like Barcelona and we are bringing this to the table, you should be taking the same amount of money, and I think that's what happened.
Interesting. So I would ask a question and get one answer first before we now delve into that conversation. Sawa, what was your immediate reaction when you saw that statement that Kun Khalifa put out about withdrawing from the NPFL?
If you feel cheated, you feel oppressed, I will do the same thing.
Interesting. Toyo baby?
I was like, this people have started again, no. Girl was like, just felt like, what's going on with the NPFL?
Administrator.
Incompetence from the league.
Yeah.
Incompetence from the league.
Yeah.
Yes.
They send a message.
Yeah, you say you didn't see it.
But if you are secretary, we reply a message now.
Yes, now.
They resend. And they see two messages. How will you say a whole league body will not see
didn't see a mail?
A mail from a club side.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
It's unheard of.
Read their statement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read the statement.
It's embarrassing.
Oh God, why did he just leave me now? There is a part of the statement that says it's like the league body is more interested in punishment than growing the league.
I saw
which
that.
is very true.
This is not approved. They will know what to do. They resend a message. You didn't see. It boils down to the level of, the league.
Yeah.
You don't care about the teams that bring money to the table for you. If there's no message, they will not reply. It's not from your club side. We have 20 club side. You have an office in Abuja, and you don't have a secretary to reply mails to club sites in a very, very it's
The league is a
bad.
mess.
It's a mess.
And what they say,
Yeah.
sorry to cut you. They come out to say because they didn't send a message to the league, they did a press release, and they did a press release again that they've come back to the league. It doesn't concern the NFL board. Simple.
Which guy? Sawa, please.
Did you see yesterday? Did you see
The-
what happened yesterday?
What?
The Katsina guy that was attacked by the fans. The bloody head, the bloody hand.
I get tired.
Yesterday was a mess.
I get tired of watching anything Nigerian league. I saw the video you posted about the offside call.
Yes, the Remo Stars.
Goodness
I
me.
said Sunday.
Who does that?
Sunday fixture was a mess.
Who does that? I was watching Ikorodu United and Shooting Stars in the company of Victor Anichebe and Brownie Day. you needed to hear the complaints from Anichebe. Very genuine complaints. And you would know how silly our league is. Our league is resisting investment.
Yes, 100%.
Like resisting. He has an organization
that wants to invest,
that is ready to invest in millions of dollars and pounds, and the league is resisting it.
Jesus,
I cannot go into details.
please don't go.
But the league is resisting it. Like they want to do a takeover of some clubs, right? And the people in the structure are resisting it because that government money must be wasted.
Yeah. And we're 12th in Africa.
Must be wasted.
And you know, and
Rivers United has just lost every game save one.
No, they
in
drew
the
one.
Champions League.
They drew
That's
one.
what I'm saying.
Did they lose the last one against
Pyramid.
4-1.
They scored first
they
and they
scored
did
4-1.
4-1 Leno.
They only drew against
in the
Dinamo.
58th minute, that game was 1-1.
Yes.
I decided to watch something
no,
else.
see, now we are in trouble in the NPFL.
Yes, so.
Because two private teams are in the relegation spots. Remo Stars.
Yeah.
If Remo Stars get relegated from the league, just forget about the league.
Yes.
The whole commercial vibe, the whole attention. Do you know what Remo Stars brings to the team? They promote teams from the biggest academy in the country, Beyond Limit, to their senior team, Remo Stars. If they get relegated, that means that funnel, that entertainment, that eyeball
It's closed automatically.
Yeah.
so there's nobody, because scouts will watch the league. So if Remo Stars promote from the Beyond Limits, they watch Remo Stars in the league. Now if Remo Stars get relegated, Kun Khalifa get relegated, that means out of the 4 clubs that we have, because you can say Barao FC is private, but it's owned by the deputy, house speaker.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's
Still government owned, yes.
semi-private,
It's a government
semi-government. So it's only Ikorodu City that will be in the league. And there's no way they will not strengthen, they will not kill the Ikorodu, because the money coming from the government is largest. Because when the government club gets like 1 billion subvention in a year, there's no way you don't want
Let
to
us
have
tell
it
ourselves the truth. It's high time we start saying this. We are not good. We are not capable of running a 20-team league in this country.
Yeah. Just do like NBA.
Regional league is the best for us
Let's
in
do
this
NBA.
country. We are not capable. We are not good. Let us share the league into the 6 geopolitical zones. Let teams from those geopolitical zones play against each other.
Then the best.
And then the best come to a regional final at a single venue.
Simple.
We do not have the capacity to run a 20-team league. We will mess it up. These guys are thieves. They only want this because if I'm traveling from Port Harcourt to Maiduguri, the money I would collect from the government will be more. But that money will not come if I'm traveling from Port Harcourt to Aba. Do you get it? So let us go to these regional leagues, 6 geopolitical zones, the Premier League teams in those teams, or we can even expand it if we don't have enough teams in the Premier League. We can expand it to say, okay, let's get 6 teams per geopolitical zone and have 36. At the end of the day, we have XY amount of teams that will make it to a final. That final will be in a particular region. We play it and we get a champion. Don't waste lives. They don't travel well. They travel in rickety buses.
Yeah.
They get attacked. They get jet lagged. What am I saying? Jet lagged. They get bus lagged and whatever. And we're killing the team over the selfishness and the greed of a select few stupid individuals.
So let me just round off with this. What Kun Khalifa said is, they're going to travel from Owerri for 2 days to Maiduguri.
Imagine.
To play Ekanemi. They will come back for another 2 days to Owerri.
Imagine.
And they are playing Barao FC in Kano State. So that means they will go 2 days. They will come back 2 days. They will now go another 2 days.
2 days on the road.
Then I say, see, why not just make us stay in Maiduguri and just take a short trip to Kano and come back to play our back-to-back home games. And other teams feel like it's going to be an advantage to them, because you cannot play back-to-back home games. So you have to go 2 days to Maiduguri, come back, go 2 days again to Kano. If Ikorodu City wants to go to Maiduguri, it's hell. It's 2 complete full days. And by 60 minutes, you're already done. Your players are already done. Because that 60 minutes is when the tiredness will come, the fatigue will come, and teams will win. If you look at the team, if you look at the scores in the NPFL, from 60 minutes,
that's when the more goals coming.
That's where the more goals coming.
To wrap up, it's a revelation of the state of our country, where we don't have good roads, our league is terrible, We're 12th in Africa. We're 90-something in the world, right? We cannot fly teams to travel. How many states have airports? How many states? Well, in 2026, we're even seeing, okay, I think Ekiti just got one. I think Ogun State just got one, right?
In 2020.
Not still working,
Last year.
man. Not still working.
Not
How
still
person
working.
wey wan
So you
play
can
ball go
imagine.
travel 2 days.
So you can
And
imagine.
he wan go
Is it
play
a
ball.
new thing? It's something
Now you
that's
man
been
be
there
na
for ages.
crayfish.
You can imagine clubs in Europe. We've seen the likes of Real Madrid, Barcelona talk to the FA that can we reschedule? Can we do this? Even though sometimes they may not listen to them, but they reply.
You make concessions.
You reply. You try and reschedule. You try and see how we can make it work. But here it's just black and
I
white.
know the funny thing, because there's no excuse, because you don't have TV. In Europe, you know that it's TV.
Yes.
It's TV rights that will not make you to reschedule sometimes.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
in the NPFL, there's no games on TV. So why not rescheduling? Why? Why?
Nothing.
We played at
It's
Onikon
just
yesterday.
wickedness
We
and
played at Onikon
selfishness.
yesterday. Nobody came.
Tomorrow they will come
There's
out
no
and say,
game
"I
on
did not
TV. We
steal
are in
any
Lagos
money."
now. And we play Academy. Academy spent 2 days. And immediately they got, you see from their warm up, you know that these guys are already tired. They came from Maiduguri for 2 days, and they, of course they landed on Friday. They are going to play on Sunday. First few minutes we scored. First 5 minutes we scored them. In the 70 minutes they're already like, see, make referee just blow. We scored the second goal and we beat them 2-0. Now they are going back to their home ground. That will look like a way for them because they are going 2 days back to Maiduguri.
Can you imagine?
Ah,
At this point, I don't even know if our bridge league.
The problem of the country is mirrored in the league.
Yes.
Yeah.
I said that
The
we are
greed of
revelation
a
the
select
country.
few is trampling upon the collective good of the general public. And that's why we cannot and we will never make headway.
hey, okay. I don't even know what I say. We pray for the best because that prayer self. Jagebe video where they do like they see do the right thing. They pray.
It is well.
But I beg our administrators, please now,
We need to
please
do
now,
better.
please now. Una see what happen for AFCON. Una see say football they give us joy. At least give these boys a fighting chance. Give them a fighting chance. The odds are against them already. Why now make life very difficult for them? Hopefully, I have a dream that one day, go travel 2 days to come play. It's okay. Let's now move to places where, actions have consequences. But it be like say somehow, these people too, bad spirits don't enter their body. Let's talk about Manchester City. Yes, now because they hand sanctions to people, they deduct points to people. But it just be like say this Man City they wait for. Say at least let's even hear something. We never hear
Remove small.
anything. Remove small. We never hear anything. Let me start with you, administrator, because I know say for inside boardroom, you get some decisions when go happen. What exactly is going on? Is monkey hand in this pot of soup?
No. I think the Man City lawyers are doing a very great job.
Yes, so.
Their lawyers are doing a great
A
job.
very
Did you not see
great
that
job.
day?
They are doing a very great job because if you stretch, maybe sanction or maybe judgment, it favors and that's what they are doing. They are continuing to stretch it. They continue to ask questions from the Premier League to bring facts and figures, because you just accuse. Okay, fine, bring your facts and figures on the table. And when they bring their facts and figures on the table, Man City will still stretch it, and that's what is going on. Because there's no point that even out of over 100, you can't even do like 2, 3, and of course because every of those accusations are linked. Financial fair play, academy, developmental not paid. So there are a lot of these things on the table. But you look at other teams being, point deducted, sanctions here and there. And, if you look at it from the point of, because if you look at it, let me go give you an example. Something happened between Remo Stars and Ikorodu City. And it was all over the news. But internally, Remo Stars were pulling the strings because they have good representatives. They won the league before. They have strength, and it's what Man City are doing. Man City are the biggest club in the Premier League in the last 10 years. So there's no way the power will not be when it comes to this decision like this. That's why they are suppressing. South Africa suppressed that point for Nigeria. But I think their lawyers are doing a good job.
But Toyo, baby, rules are rules.
Yeah.
I know if you fit pay for lawyer, you go court, Sawadinho wear in gown, wear everything. in don day. Another person when just finish.
No 6 hours for courtroom.
No, another person when just finish from law school, just come inside. You gonna know the levels day. Or you see sun, you gonna know the levels day. But the rules are the rules. Toyo baby, the rules are the rules.
Yes,
but you have to argue it out.
We know the rules are the rules. Someone enlightened me about this issue last year. He stays in the UK and said something.
Is he a lawyer?
He's not a lawyer.
Okay.
He said the neighborhood he stays is dominated by Manchester City, you know, and he's a Chelsea fan. He does not say, if they win, like, you know. And he says, if you look at the commercial value that Manchester City has brought to the Premier League in the last 10 years, Pep Guardiola, the number of players that have come to Manchester City too as well, you know, foreign players, English players too as well, it's huge. So if you look at 113 charges or 115 charges, let's just say they want to take half of it, they want to deal with them with half of it. That would require them probably leaving the league. Maybe take them back to the championship. Because we've seen Leicester being punished for less. Everton were deducted points. Who else? I think one other team too.
You know, like two, three.
There's a team that's currently on minus.
Yes.
2-3 charges, 6 point deduction.
You can imagine.
Now imagine 115.
115. That should take them back to the championship. And if you take Manchester City out of the Premier League, there's problem.
I've taken away the half.
When I did my law school externship, I was privileged to serve in the chambers of one of the biggest sports lawyers in this country. He's a senior advocate. When he told me about Manchester City's lawyers and how much they pay them, I stopped hoping on the.
I told you, see, it's about lawyers.
I stopped hoping
Yes, now.
I stopped hoping on the 115 charges.
Guy!
He sat me down in his office when he knew that I was a sports person. It was like I mean, by divine intervention, by divine arrangement, I found myself in that place for my law school externship. And he's a senior advocate. His office is somewhere here in VI. And he sat me down and he told, Manchester City lawyers earn more than Manchester City players. I am not kidding you. So Manchester City lawyers earn more than Manchester City players, and I'm not kidding you. And they have huge amount of them. When he told me about them, that was when I advised myself that the earlier, and this was in 2021, right? The earlier I stopped hoping, 2021, 2022, the earlier I stopped hoping on this 115 whatever, the better for my sanity.
Did you see the day they were called to court and the number of lawyers that flocked in? I just knew that, forget it. This is like so.
See, they will suppress.
Yes.
You know the thing, argue it out. If you feel like, okay, they actually breached 115 and whatever, just argue it out. It's as simple as that. Argue it out. My own is to get the best of the best lawyers to come and say why I did not breach anything. So when you can pay, the one you can afford is husband material.
See, Man City. Now lawyer will not get.
And if
now
you're-
not be God.
And if you're also willing to slug it out for years, City are also willing too.
Because they have the resources
Yeah,
now.
yes,
Now,
they do.
Man City, don't worry. There's a judgment that even your lawyer will not stand. Aye.
Don't cry, don't cry.
No, now so now. Who get level, don't get level. If not be my... If not be my way, come the my
But
talk
man,
to
you no fit try
Caretaker.
am o.
No, we don't fit try am now. No. Let's move on to Stanley Nwabili. We hear gist too. Say like say Stanley just wake up one day now. He not feel the way they feel again. He don't decide say him and cheaper. He can no longer continue to be knocking himself on the ground for a cheap people that cannot win, that cannot even compete.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what the situation is. Pooja, say all this information you dey get them. What exactly be the situation?
After back-to-back AFCON, after doing well in back-to-back
Impressive outings.
Impressive outings. I think his level of is what
It's no longer cheap. So he cannot stay with cheaper.
And cheaper already struggling in the relegation, and he has hit the height at cheaper. He's now the captain of the side. And I think, after, the last AFCON again, you feel like I need to leave. And I think, from both teams, from both parties, they did the right thing. Yeah. There was nothing, negative in the news. It just came out mutual consent, which is very good for both parties. Because, if you fight or you can reduce your worth in the market because cheapers want to let you go. Other clubs feel like, you be like, say, they don't need them again. Mm-hmm. But now it looks like it's the hot in the market now. And he's looking at options. But the biggest option for him is Simba in Tanzania. Yeah. They are one of the uprising teams now. They're owned by a billionaire in Tanzania. They have a lot of money, and it's going to uplift him. You uplift the team, uplift Simba as well, and they are playing the Champions League. Yeah. So let's see him. If you cannot see him in the Champions League in Europe, let's see him in the Champions. And because the Champions League in Africa is big as well, the money is big. The teams travel well. Simba travels well, and what we can't see our number one talking about of the Super Eagles playing at the club in the relegation zone in South Africa. You're not even playing for the biggest team in South Africa, the Orlando Pirates of this world, the Sundowns of this world. So it can join at any time because of course he's a free agent, and the free agent can join even when the transfer is off. So I hope he gets his deal. He wants to live as well. He wants to play in the big league, and Simba, moving from cheaper is an upgrade for him.
Yeah.
I don't want him to go to Europe, especially the clubs that are calling him, talking about France, because at the end of the day, we are looking at a player to scale up. So scale up in terms of wages, scale up in terms of playing time.
Yeah.
If he moves to a club maybe like a Lens, like a Lille, I don't think he's going to be number one.
Maybe they have.
And I don't think Nwabali at this time wants to leave that number one spot, and that's what cost this guy Okoye, because he wasn't number one when he was moving around before he finally at Indonesia. So for him going at Simba, playing the Champions League, playing regular football, because at the end of the day it's Africa and he knows Africa well.
I on the contrary, I think I want him to go to France. I want him to go to Europe.
Yeah,
because Nwabali is still raw. Yeah,
He's still raw.
Yeah, he's still raw. He's still raw. There is this fine-tuning that European football would do to you.
They should not fine-tune out of African zone.
No, I get that. I get what you're saying. But the best years of Enyama, you would agree with me, is that in France, not at Eyimba. At Eyimba, he was a fantastic goalkeeper. At the World Cup in 2002, he was a fantastic goalkeeper. That game he played against England. But there was something that was added to Enyama's game in France that was not there at Eyimba. So that's the only reason why I would want him to take a move to Europe.
Yes.
You understand? Yes, I agree that, okay, when you are moving, you should probably be considering upgrading in terms of finance and stuff. But there is a level of fine-tuning that would come to Nwabali's game if he moves to Europe as against moving to Simba. Simba is a fantastically run club. I mean, I was reading something from the owner of Simba the other day. He said he runs the club at a loss. Yeah. You understand?
Wow.
He runs the club at a massive loss. But I mean, some of these billionaires, these clubs are pet projects to them. It's not really, so he's not getting money from football and all of that. So it's a fantastically run club, like the Sundowns and the rest of them. But I would, if the opportunity comes and I was in a place to advise Stanley, I would tell him, please go to Europe. You understand? Some things are not all about money. Ademola's move to Atletico Madrid, I don't think it was money-centered. You understand? But we'll see how that will turn out eventually. Yeah. There's a fine-tuning that would come to your game that would make you a far more better goalkeeper. Whether we like it or not, we are so many miles off the standards in Europe.
Yeah.
Even the best of the teams in Africa.
Yeah.
You understand? There is still some gaps. We are lagging behind in comparison. In comparison to European teams. So if he has that opportunity in any of the top 5 leagues, France, come on, man, I would advise him to take it.
He's 29, yeah?
Yeah, he's 29.
And his game has not really matured so much. He has done well for the Super Eagles, no doubt. But Nwabali still has questions, let's be honest. And that's the part where he talked about, going to Europe to fine-tune your game, to, shape up the edges, help you even grow as a goalkeeper. Yeah. You're 29, we know how goalkeepers become even like fine wine when they're in their late 30s.
Older,
and that can work for Nwabali. If he goes to Europe, it could be Angers, it could be Le Havre, it could be any of these small clubs where they would really test you, and he needs to do that. I think he is bigger than cheaper, but he's not better than maybe an Angers or a Le Havre or a Rennes. He needs to go to a place where they will challenge him and he'll be better.
Well, hopefully he would see the opportunity.
Because he's a free agent, so he can pick.
Even Simba, Simba is currently 7th in the league, 8 points behind the leaders. I know it's still early to call.
Yeah.
If the goalkeeper, when they wear number 1 for
the
Nigeria,
number 1 man.
No.
Even the point 1.
If the goalkeeper, when they wear number 1 shirt for Nigeria, they keep for team when they 7th for league for African country. Even though we talk say that one better pass at home, I beg. Even if na Le Havre. Even if na Brest, go there, my brother, and keep some 1 or 2 things. Now let's talk about Michael Carrick.
Yeah.
And I want to ask whether everything about Carrick should end at the end of this season, or he should be trusted with long term for Manchester United.
Never.
Sawa,
What do you want?
eh?
What do you want?
No, I'm asking you.
What do you, as a Manchester United fan,
Answer
want?
for-
What do you
Yes,
want?
first, I'm a Enugu Rangers. I support Enugu Rangers.
What
But you
do
opened
you-
I love
you
Manchester
opened, you
United.
opened this
What do
podcast with
you
United
want?
is happy.
All the years that I've been going through a lot, you people did not used to ask me what I want.
I want
we
the
like
this
you.
one
Thank you.
we care about you.
All right, thank you. So, if Manchester United cannot get a high-profile coach that when he steps in and say, I want this, I want this, I want that,
Yeah.
and they will respect the person, let Manchester United stick to Michael Carrick.
All right. Now I know what you want.
Yes.
Let me analyze what I think would work.
All right.
Or I may not be right.
All right.
Michael Carrick is playing the nice guy right now. And the players are loving it. He came in and he's doing what the players want. Reduce training time, allow them more
Express
leisure
themselves,
time,
yeah.
express themselves, play the players that were benched, Kobe Maino and co.
Yeah.
Allow everybody feel inclusive. He is playing his Mr. Nice Guy. The players are enjoying it and they are expressing themselves and they are getting the results. What happens when Michael Carrick finally puts on the manager hat? That's the question.
Yeah.
When he finally gets to that point that, okay, enough of the niceties.
I call the shots.
Let's do this my way. You understand? What happens then? And if Man U doesn't reinforce the squad as much as they are expected to, because whether we like it or not, blame Amorim all you want, it is still this set of players that fumbled under Eric Ten Hag that also fumbled under Amorim. So they are doing the job right now in 4 games under Michael Carrick. What happens in long term when Michael Carrick finally says, okay, you know what? If training used to be 6 hours, let's go back to 6 hours, or let's even add an extra hour. You know, what happens when Michael Carrick finally gets his team and starts benching some players that probably do not fit into his system? What happens when Michael Carrick decides, you know what, I have this transfer window, I want to go for XYZ players, and he begins to upset 1 or 2 players in the team? So these are the things to consider in the long term. But right now in the interim, he's doing a fantastic job, right? He's actually, he's done what Ruben Amorim and whoever could not do in a year. He's achieved in just a couple of weeks, you understand? So right now, the whole thing is, pull out the checkbooks, ask him how much he wants, give him the contract and all of that. But what happens when he finally puts his feet down and say, I am Sir Alex Ferguson? What happens? So that is it. But if you ask me, just like you have said, every Manchester United fan right now, the first response to that question would be, pull out the checkbooks, give him the contract. Some people say give him a lifetime contract, whatever it is. You understand? But let's know that right now, he is doing what every clever diplomatic manager would do. Appease the fan, the players, be the nice guy, be the ice cream seller, appease the players, do what they want. Oh, you need a play, okay, no wala. Oh, like position where they play, okay, no wala. Where you want play 9 or 8 or this, okay, no wala. Play there. This one, express yourself. I hug him, I kiss him. How's your wife doing? How's your baby? All of that. He's a nice guy. What happens when he leaves that? Because we can't all be nice forever. What happens when he crosses over to the other side of the
Let me
line?
take you down memory lane. In the 34 years of this Premier League era, 21 managers have upgraded from being caretaker managers or interim managers to permanent jobs.
Yes.
Yeah. Only 4 of them have had relative success.
Of 24.
Of 21.
Of 21. Wow.
In the last 34 years.
So what happened to the other 17?
Exactly. In that 4, you would definitely know one of them. That's Di Matteo. In terms of points per game that he won.
Average.
Yes, average. And he won the FA Cup and he won the Champions League.
Yeah.
I think we also had Scott Adkins too as well. I can't remember, but those 4 were the managers that did well after they gave them the permanent job. And there's also this trend, just like you rightly said. When you are the interim,
you are high service,
and there's no pressure. You are just there to just make the dressing room okay, keep the peace, and make things go smoothly. The moment you wear the jacket that this is the permanent job now, what happens? United have been down this road before. This particular decision was staring them right in the face, and they had to go with Ole. We were seeing the emotional gaslighting and everything from the ex-legends. Oh, give Ole, give Babyface, do this, do that. They've started again. I think I've been seeing Roy Keane and Ferdinand going head to head. Ferdinand is like, how can you not give this guy, he's making us happy. And Roy Keane is like, no, this man should not near this job. I agree with Roy Keane. We should not go with emotion and sentiment. United always do this and they fall for it. Let him do the job. Keep them at top 4 or at most top 6. He has done a good job. Leave, let a high-profile manager come. They have time. From now till June, the end of June or the end of May, you have time to scout and look for and...
High profile.
Yes.
How many high profile people?
I'm not even after a high profile manager.
How many high profile people are you?
I'm not even after. I would want them to give him the job.
You'll find.
I think, for the second time running, I think Carrick should get the job. He has come in for the first time. He has done a good job. Now he has, come again.
And even done a better job.
So let's
Because he beat Man City, beat Arsenal.
Only got to the
Beat Man
final.
City, beat Arsenal. Two consecutive
Only finished
weeks.
second twice.
Beat Man City, beat Arsenal, beat Fulham, beat Tottenham.
Manager bounce.
Bruno Fernandes is even coming out to say
the
first time he told him that, see, this job is for you. Now you've come back. I'm telling you now, this job is for you. And I think he's not good.
Bruno providing assist on the pitch to the manager.
Because I love it.
Because
if you are talking about results, it's about CV. You have done well in 6 months. Why not give it 2 years and give a very profound objective and target?
Okay. Objective and target, I like that.
It's very simple. Because I don't think if you finish top 4 and you sack him or you let him to go, or not sack, okay, of course 6 months, and let him go, I think it's injustice to even the players.
But you know what I think Manchester United should do? Give him a 2 years contract as a caretaker manager.
Because he functions better as a caretaker.
So that's why you change the name.
And the funny thing is, I don't think, when managers come in for Man United, there's a clear target. Because if there's clear targets, Amorim will not be coming to say you are going to suffer.
We will suffer.
Before you
Every
enjoy.
Saturday, we will suffer.
I never
heard that kind of thing before.
So, is it conflicting with what the board says?
But that's your destiny.
Which destiny? We will suffer.
Because
Guy, come on.
Because you continue to say it until the suffering got to the board.
Yeah, so no, but let's be fair.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned high-profile manager.
Yeah.
If a Michael Carrick, and this same thing happened to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. If a Michael Carrick steps into the boardroom and submits a list and says, "I need these 4 players,"
I don't think you will get it.
Exactly.
I don't think you will get
and
it.
you are saying we should not look for a coach that can come in.
See,
Luis Enrique that will
that's
come
why-
in.
Osman, I think
But he's not free for now.
I think during
He
negotiation after this season, I think Carrick can put a marker down. I don't think Luis Enrique will come without putting a marker down.
Yes, now.
Even Arteta put out a marker.
So I've told you that before, that there are only 3 managers in the English Premier League that has that power. Pep Guardiola, Mikel Arteta, and Unai Emery. I've said that here before. The rest of them are coaches.
Yeah.
You understand? They are head coach.
And you have to earn
you understand?
that.
And if you transition to that manager role, that is when you can walk up to the board and say, I want A, B, C, D players.
Arteta sacked a sporting director.
Exactly. If you
know,
cannot do that,
that's the
kind of power they wield.
So
Michael Carrick, receive the power. Take it now. By the end of this season, walk into that room. They will be seeing fire. Tell them you want Baleba. Tell them you want Olise. Tell them you want Hurricane.
Tell them you want Osimhen.
Tell them you want Osimhen. And they will give you.
You cannot
go
prophesy it.
and give you the authority.
You have to earn it.
Somebody shout power.
Power.
Let's talk about it, because see, this Manchester United, something big is coming.
Okay.
As of today now, as we speak, Casemiro, it is clear that he will leave at the end of the
summer.
season.
Yeah, they've done a tribute video.
They don't do tributes. He come be like say now after he do the tribute, he come decide say okay, make I give una what una never really see. What una go miss? Do you think that a tribute can be untributed?
No, I think
Who you want to replace him?
We've seen player come out of retirement.
Please, Casemiro, Jebure, forgive us.
You know, so you tilt to what Sawadinho said. Every player is playing in their favorite position now, and that's what Casemiro is doing. He never played in this role. Bruno has never been very close to the attack,
striker,
to the strikers. And Casemiro, that's how he flourished. It's a box to ball, he flourished. And because of Ugarte, Amori, Ball, it's almost killed most of the players. So if he continues this role as the coach of, I think he's going to tell the board that I need Casemiro to stay, at least to steady the ship well before he go. Because right now, I don't think any player can come now and offset what Casemiro is doing.
And the truth is, Casemiro never went anywhere. He didn't leave. The problem was, just like you rightly said, the formation, that midfield was Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes cannot give you box-to-box value.
No.
Meaning Casemiro has to do the whole mopping.
Running
of the
around.
big-
But there is a shocking now. Mino is there.
Mino is Casemiro's legs.
Yeah.
To do all the running for me, why Casemiro just uses his head, his brain, his IQ. And we're seeing it.
But wait, what manager go prefer? Saying continue to do nice guy. And then they get this kind of result. Why do you now want to assert yourself? Look at the way Man U is playing now.
Nice
Because
guy
let me tell
forever.
you, because human beings have what we call see finish, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, see finish the entire relationship. Sorry to say, if you employ a house help today, and you decide not to treat him or her as a house help, relate with them as your guy, or let's use a work environment. Say you are the boss in the office,
He go ask for
and
remote control.
you relate with your gate man normal as your guy. It go come a point when your gate man go make a careless statement to you.
I also go ask for remote control.
Exactly.
Say your guy.
Because you decided to relate with them as my
It
guy.
happened to Ancelotti.
You're not messing up. You're not doing anything. You just decide to relate. It will get to a point where they go do something, and then you go come tell yourself, say, okay,
I need to be in charge.
It be like say I don't need to be.
Because will you continue to give them day off?
That's the thing. Will you continue to reduce training time?
He's giving them day off now. He said they should go and enjoy.
But day off and enjoy, they see results now.
That is how
When?
long. The question is how
because
long.
there's no pressure. You're not gunning for the title. You're not challenging for
How
anything.
long?
When we get to that title, explain to them. Tell them we are going
No,
for title.
it's the
Footballers
culture.
are one of the
Yes.
most indisciplined
I'm telling
species
you,
on
if,
earth.
If you start
In
the
the
culture
world.
of
In the
indiscipline,
world.
if you start the
Footballers.
culture, if you
To
start the
control
culture
footballers.
of indiscipline,
Yeah.
it will be very difficult to bring them back.
All right, let's talk about one indiscipline that we have noticed on the field of play.
Okay.
Even though there's nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
Arsenal's corner, I don't know if I should say banditry or
Correct
terrorism.
yourself, withdraw your language, and don't call that indiscipline.
Okay, it's not indiscipline.
Uh-huh.
But we have seen something that looks like it.
Yeah.
Look like what?
Arsenal's
No,
corner.
What is wrong with
on
Arsenal's
this
corner
one,
kick?
Yes.
I will die on the line. Perfect penalty technique.
What is wrong? Corner kick. What is wrong
If
with the
it's
corner
not
kick?
against the rules,
What is wrong with
it's
it?
Part
not
of the
against
game.
the
When they are
ref.
hugging the goalkeeper.
What is
They
who
want
is
to-
hugging
they want to-
goalkeeper?
They wanted to
Are you-
choke.
Who is
they wanted
choking
to-
goalkeeper?
Are you the English referee?
In the first game
Are you the
against
English
Arsenal,
referee?
by
Are you the
the
English
Baba,
referee?
leave this guy, leave this guy, leave
Are you the English referee?
this guy.
Are you the
Leave this
English
guy.
referee?
When Rory Delap was stoning, throwing into the goalpost.
That's different
There
now.
was not. What
That's
is
different.
different?
What is different?
What is
Like
different?
Choking the goalkeeper.
together.
Hugging the goalkeeper.
Is it rugby?
Della brought a towel
Yes.
To
to the
clean the
Premier
ball.
Yeah, to the Premier League.
No, he brought to the Premier League. And because there was no rules against it, they continue using it.
Yes.
Basically, their shirt.
Is
clean
there?
the ball, like to clean
Listen,
the ball,
can we?
greasy.
Okay, now let's talk about it. Is there any rule in England or anywhere in the world that says if you want to cross a corner kick, opposition players should give the goalkeeper 10 yards? Is there any rule
not
that says
No, not necessarily 10
Wait, now,
yards.
answer the question. Give him 5 yards.
No.
Any rule says give him 1 yard. Does any rule say that? No, you said not necessarily.
If there's obstruction.
No, you said not necessarily 10 yards.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that says give him half yard?
None.
So what is wrong with me deploying my sense to say that the person with the best advantage for those area balls is the goalkeeper because he can contest with his hand. So if I can stop him from going
by
there,
holding him,
I am not holding him. If I hold him, it's a foul.
If
I hold him, it's a foul. So
if
I can stop him from doing, and you're saying Arsenal scores set piece goals. Arsenal has scored the most open play goals than Manchester United.
We are talking of your corner kick. Leave that set piece.
Let's talk corner kicks.
The way you play your corner kicks.
Away from corner kicks.
Like criminals.
You
want to smash the goalkeeper's phone. You want to pick his pocket.
Yes.
Why are you crowding the
as far as
goalkeeper?
it is within the rules.
Thank you.
We pick the pocket.
Can Arsenal play like normal people? Arsenal, if you want to win the league, win like responsible people.
We scored 3 goals.
Now so man,
They
you say
scored
win
3
league.
goals against Sunderland. I'm very angry that none of them was a corner kick.
You can see that you are happy and confident
I
because
am
of the goal.
very angry.
If it was corner kick now,
I was even happier when we were scoring corner kicks. How dare we not score a corner kick against Sunderland?
Also, material. I've seen
And the
that.
same Manchester United is among the top 5 teams that have scored with the
we
most
cross
corner
and they not.
See,
We don't hold the goalkeeper.
You must be
We don't
very...
hug the goalkeeper.
That's why I've seen that.
Choke me.
Leave this guy.
There's no constitution, there's no better way
Alright.
to win trophies.
Okay.
We've seen a team, we've seen a Mourinho taking an Eto, African Footballer of the Year.
Play back,
They go and play
right back.
Yeah. But all this
back.
example, no, he equate
He equate because once
You have to do whatever it takes.
the FA, the officials are not calling it a foul.
You know the problem,
I'll continue to
Pooja?
exploit it.
They love
Simple.
it. They loved it so much when Arsenal was playing beautiful football and not winning. So they were saying Arsenal was playing beautiful nonsense. Now Arteta don't borrow himself sense and said, okay, you know what? I have the material to win. And I will win anyhow. Anything I can do to win, I win. Even if you mean me not holding possession. But the worst thing is that Arsenal has never played a single game in the Premier League this season that they did not possess possession.
And the funny thing
The
now
boss possession, I lost 3-2 to Man Utd.
and the funny thing now is the teams have to go and adapt because
Since Alex Ferguson left Manchester United, Arsenal has won more trophies than Manchester United till date.
Which trophies have you won?
Arsenal, let's count it.
Okay, let's count.
You have only won.
Wait. Before we count.
Alex Ferguson left in 2013.
Yes. When you put your European trophies since Alex Ferguson left.
Forget that nonsense mediocre Europa League. How many trophies total have Manchester United won from 2013 till now?
Where's yours?
Arsenal has won 4 FA Cups in that time. How many FA Cups have you won?
Oh yeah, put your mediocre.
Arsenal have won 4 FA Cups in that time. How many have you won?
Put your mediocre.
Arsenal have won 4 community shields or 3 community shields in that time. How many have you won?
3 community
My
shields.
friend, shut the fuck up and let us go on.
3
Since Alex
community-
Ferguson stopped stealing trophies from Manchester United have won lesser trophies than Arsenal.
It's not by shouting.
I'm not sure. I'm talking facts.
Yeah, put your Europa League on the table.
That mediocre
United,
championship.
1 Europa League, 1 FA Cup, 1 EFL Cup.
How many trophies has Arsenal won? Arsenal have won 4 FA Cups in that time.
Yes.
Arsenal won 4 or 3 community shields in that time.
Community
shield.
How many?
Trophy.
Oh, really? But Pep Guardiola would say it's a trophy and you accept it, right?
Guardiola said it's a trophy.
Don't say that. If I bring the video for you, can you bet your annual salary on it now? Bet your annual salary on it, and I will show you the video. I will show you the video in the Pep conference where they asked Pep Guardiola that for the first time he didn't win a trophy. He said he won the community shield. If I show you that video, will you bet your annual salary on it?
And you could see the delight on his face, the way Arteta is
I
always so
don't
happy and
fucking
proud
care
about winning a community
I don't
shield.
care if he's happy or not. He said he won the community shield and it is a trophy.
Yes.
Let me tell you something.
It's okay.
Manchester United stole 50% of their success under Alex Ferguson. He was a bullying match officials, bullying everybody in the league. Wanted to bully Mikel Obi into signing for Manchester United, but the agent told him anything he said, nod your head like this. He wanted to bully. He bullied his way to 50% of his success.
Yes.
Since he left, Manchester United is now not among the top 3 teams that have won more trophies.
Do you know what is even funny? I have given you the opportunity to put a trophy that people can even, when people hear you speak with this passion and energy, they will take you seriously.
What trophy can you put
Manchester
on the table?
United has played 3 Europa League finals and have won 1.
And you have lost almost all.
In that period.
Almost all.
In that period, you have not won anything. The only thing you come
Arsenal
to tell us is we have beaten Madrid home and away.
Arsenal have played European final as well. They have played the Europa League
And
final
which one
as
did
well.
you win?
And they have played 2 Champions League semi-final, something Manchester United have not done since 2010 to date.
As a Manchester United fan, I don't need to calculate playing in the semi-finals because I have won it 3 times.
Yeah.
Put your Champions League on the
Shameless
table.
winning. They won the Champions League in 1999 with dark corner kicks. They crowded Oliver Kahn, and he did not count that one. 2 corner kicks, 90-something minutes. They crowded Oliver Kahn. 2 dirty corner kicks. Bayern Munich oppressed them from start to finish, and then you didn't count that one.
Okay, let's leave 1999.
Let's move on.
Let's go to where Manchester United beat Chelsea in the Champions League final. Who did we crowd? Leave that.
On
leave
a
that.
slippery,
Okay,
on a
leave-
slippery wet
Okay,
night.
leave that.
That's what his name. John Terry lost his
find
footing.
excuse.
On a slippery wet night, that John Terry lost his footing.
Yeah. All this shall win something this season.
I swear.
Because your
I
cup
swear.
go cost.
4 trophies.
Your cup go cost.
4 trophies. Now we
Because-
All right,
because,
interesting.
because for you to be as loud as it without
Yes.
something tangible.
Without anything tangible, community
There'll be
shield.
problem.
3 community shields. 3 community shields.
That's the reason I don't want Arsenal fans to win anything.
will win
now.
it.
All right.
Without winning,
We
they're
will
too
win
loud.
it.
All right, let's talk about money and politics. We saw the scrutiny in the World Cup in the build-up to the World Cup that was hosted by Qatar.
Yeah.
But in the United States of America now, we dey hear ice, but not be ice, the ice where we know, like ice block or ice, where band leaders say ice, and the beat go come down. Now, let's talk about the double standards or the hypocrisy. Do you think that certain people are looking the other way because this is the colorful World Cup,
Yeah.
all comers that fair World Cup, everybody's World Cup, enjoy the World Cup, the big money World Cup, Donald Trump World Cup. What exactly do you think is wrong with modern football in this day and age where it appears like money and politics have overridden passion and integrity?
Well, what is going on in the US should be a concern. I think diplomats are already talking about it. Because, if you are a foreigner now, you have to move with your papers in your pockets every day in America. And I think that's a big problem because they are going to welcome a lot of blacks, a lot of people coming from other countries in America, and of course moving from other parts of the world. So I think it should be a conversation that even FIFA should have, because we've seen Russia. They did something like fan ID, and teams and countries have emulated that fan ID till date. Cote d'Ivoire did the same thing. We did the same thing in Qatar. They called it Yala in Qatar. We did the same thing. We did the same thing in this same Morocco. And for USA, they've not agreed to that fan ID because they don't want influx of different kind of people. Even for journalists, it's a struggle. Now, on the portal of the accreditation box, you can't accredit yourself again. You have to go through your federation. That's what they are doing now because they want to, have the details of everybody coming into the country. Because if you do a fan ID, you can mop up a fan ID. A fan ID can bring almost all the supporter club of Nigeria into the US. So they don't want that influx of people. And they're not agreeing to that fan ID. And FAIR is not talking anything because this is the biggest. For a ticket to be going for more than $8,000, $800, how many Africans can even afford that sort of money? So if the money is good for FIFA, the politics, everything that is going on is not going for the people that are going to watch the tournament. So there should be a conversation. Diplomats are talking about it, but if the governing body and, of course, the host countries are not talking about it, I think it's a big, big problem.
Yeah. In 2022, the Qatar incidents is still ongoing. The immigrants, the workers who built these stadiums are still holding on to the fact that some of their compensations have not been met and all of these things. And we're beginning to see that football is moving from being for everybody to probably an elite few. And that's not what football is all about. Football used to bring people together before from different parts of the world. Now we're trying to seclude it to just, the special guys or those who have money. And the organizers now are seeing it as a way, it's more like a political lobbying or a way to just, appease some people, at the top to just try and, as much as possible, everything is all about money. And the Bible even said it himself. Money is the root of all evil. With money makes you happy. Money opens doors. It makes ways. It brings in resources and all that. But then again, the disadvantage of money, this is it, where you are unable to. You rightly mentioned something. How many people in Nigeria here can afford to buy tickets to go watch the game in either US or Mexico or Canada? It's difficult. People are complaining about the ticket price or even to fly. We're seeing now that we saw the draw. And we saw how Infantino was warming up to Donald Trump and giving him award
to the point that he was saying he's going to change soccer, football to soccer. And he was laughing.
And he was like, yes, and I liked what Ferdinand did. We should not change this thing because we want to appease some people. Let the football still hold this tradition. And we're delving away from it gradually if we're not careful.
Interesting.
All animals are equal, but some will definitely be more equal than the other.
Okay,
we're talking about arguably the world power hosting the World Cup.
No, right the world power, yes.
Certain things would have to change, whether we like it or not.
With somebody who wants to have things his way.
Exactly. The US is not Qatar. The US is not Russia. The US is not... And this is the world power. This is a country that has as much enemies as they have as much friends. You understand? So if there is any way to infiltrate and cause chaos in the US, some countries would be looking for that opportunity. And if the World Cup offers that opportunity, the US would have to close that loophole. You understand? So I don't think it is money. I don't think it is politics. It is just to whom more is given, more is expected.
So if you have issues traveling down to the US, if you have problems with maybe purchasing tickets, something big is coming. For free, subscribe. Just first subscribe on YouTube. Free, because nobody will collect $800 for you. Just subscribe on YouTube. Something big on the Home Top podcast is coming. Something huge. You see that World Cup, you go enjoy them. Don't worry. Me, I don't talk too much. But subscribe first. Tell your friends. Tell them. Say they subscribe. Because you'll be in USA watching it. Yes, don't worry. I don't want to talk too much.
No, say we'll not tell you now.
Just subscribe now on YouTube at Bet Naija. Sharp. When we go this break, come back, we will continue. Very interesting, very engaging, and still, everybody when they here don't win Champions League. Okay, except one.
All right, let's go. Except one person. We'll be back.
Welcome to Bet Boom. This is where we share the most impressive Bet Boom slips. Tickets that are boomed on Bet Boom, courtesy of Bet Naija, stand the chance to win up to 1 billion naira. Money when they shake everywhere. Money when you go need bullion van. And I not just they talk, evidence day. You can go and fact check me. We know the lie for here. Bet Naija does it big because now only big things Bet Naija like. Now, this punter put a 500 naira stake on 937.98 odds. How much you want win? 656,585 naira 46 kobo. Because Bet Naija go pay you reach your kobo. Bet Naija boom that ticket to 1,969,756 naira 38 kobo. Somebody shout boom! This next punter put 1,000 naira on 76.22 odds to win 95,275 naira. Bet Naija say, let me shock you. Bet Naija boom that ticket to 1,905,499 naira 98 kobo. Somebody shout boom! This third punter put a stake of 1,000 naira on 10.74 odds. How much you want win with the 1,000? 11,278 naira 19 kobo. Bet Naija can say, sumo me. You want to use 1K to win 11K. I will shock you so that, Nike, meaning I want to wipe away your tears. You will not cry again. With that money, when the guy won't use win 11,000, Bet Naija boom that ticket to 563,909 naira 25 kobo. Somebody shout boom! Then finally, this person placed a stake of 200 naira on 147.10 odds. How much the person won't win with 200 naira? 42,659 naira 43 kobo. Bet Naija say, calm. No rush. Bet Naija boom that ticket to 222,981 naira 12 kobo. What are you waiting for? Go the Bet Boom way so that Bet Naija can boom your ticket and you can win big money and you'll be shouting boom. Now only Bet Naija they run am. Boom. Welcome back to the Home Talk Podcast brought to you by Bet Naija, your home of Bet Boom. This segment is called The Hot Tips, and we're going to look at interesting games this weekend, and thereafter we'll go put our skin inside them when it reach where we go tell una games where we say una go play. So for this weekend in In England, you would see action in the FA Cup. Unfortunately, Manchester United will be resting while others are sweating. It's a good thing for us because we can still overtake and win the league. So Liverpool play Brighton, Arsenal at home against Wigan. There is Man City, Salford City. Just action when we say FA Cup now, it will happen. But one interesting one a lot of people will be looking out for will be that tie between Aston Villa against Newcastle. Now team will measure against each other. In the Spanish La Liga, Real Madrid welcome Real Sociedad. I will be looking at action for Ademola Lookman when Atletico Madrid travel to Rayo Vallecano. In the Italian Serie A, Como versus Fiorentina. People know they put eye for Como with waiting Fabregas they do, but a lot they happen for there. And we would see action between Inter Milan and Juventus. In the German Bundesliga, Borussia Dortmund at home against Mainz. Leipzig will take on Wolfsburg, and Bayern Munich will travel against Werder Bremen. In the French Ligue 1, Rennes versus PSG, Marseille versus Strasbourg, and we'll see Lyon versus Nice. He get within that Hendrick boy they do, although he collect red card for the last match. But that boy, the boy, aside from say if he's scoring go do like this, like saying the cock gone, he get things when he leg the cock short and he dey tear net. Now let's delve into the Shaw Banker segment now, where we are going to put our skin and look at games that we believe that this weekend it will boom and everywhere will green. Let me draw inspiration from Pooja, because when Pooja they come, things they green.
They boom.
Yes, they boom. Hopefully this time Pooja could just blow spit and 6 must show. Now there is Sevilla at home against Alaves. Accor. Sevilla.
We need that half.
We need that.
Sevilla we need that half, Abi. Then go share. If they no win first half, they win second half.
half.
They fit come play draw. Okay, we need that half. Then there is Madrid against Real Sociedad. Madrid at home.
They should win.
Madrid straight win. Como versus Fiorentina.
Como we need that half.
Como we need a half.
Yeah.
Inter Milan versus Juventus. That thing go carry like maybe 1.9, 2 points. The odd go
I
high.
think both teams to score. They served us 4-3. Was it 4-3 early in the season?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Juve won that one, at the Allianz Stadium. So I
Both
think
teams to
both
score.
teams to score, yeah.
Or Juve win or Inter win or draw.
Inter in form, yes, but it's going to be a tough game too. I think
If you go end one, Inter they.
Inter scored 5 the last time, yeah? So,
Inter considered 2 against Pisa.
yeah, so I think both teams should score.
Okay, go.
Yes.
In this one. All right. There's Leverkusen versus St. Pauli.
Leverkusen straight win.
Straight win. Now St. Pauli, they carry last for there. Rennes versus PSG. PSG away.
We need a half.
We need a half. I be PSG win.
Okay, straight win. They are chasing Learns. So straight win.
No, they are ahead of Lens, so.
A point
Yes, now,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
And the Dembele is back.
He's back and he's scoring goals.
So straight win away
They
from
want
home.
kill Marseille, skin them alive. Turn Marseille to crocodile. 5 goals.
The Zerbi won't cry. I saw
No
the
mind
picture. I was
that.
like,
Another one won't come, man. You go for me, but
No, we have better players.
no, nobody. Man, you. If no be the only person who make man you buy players now, Enrique. Any other coach, Baba, they go whine them.
okay.
They don't whine so scared.
But Eric Chadio.
And a Man U standard now.
Yes, so
Where at least he go come club when don't win Champions
and
League.
it's Malian, Man U.
At least he
Malian
gets
Man.
team to the semi-finals of tournaments,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
crashing out in the first
At least
round
he
or
can say,
preliminary stage.
the team my coach has won the Champions League. So managers cannot say that.
Preliminary stage.
Okay, make we continue.
Okay, finally. Okay, we say PSG to win at
Yes,
least.
to win
PSG to
away.
win.
Then there's Lyon versus Nice.
Lyon, we need a half.
Yeah. Ian has been in good form.
Very good
Yes.
from their third now on the table. Lyon win either half. All right, no problem. So we have it. We go put them for the screen. Go on top of Bet Naija, go run them. May the odds be in our favor. By the time we come, it will be congratulations. I did very certain about that one.
Get explosive odds at random. Introducing Bet Boom. Get massive odds on any sports bet, however you play. Singles, multiples, in play. Zoom. It's time to boom your bet. Available now, only on Bet Naija.
Welcome to the Prediction Guru segment, where to become a guru, all you need to do is to predict correctly the outcome of 3 games. Let me break it down so that you understand properly. In the past, I would give you 5 games and tell you to tell me the correct scoreline until Bet Naija won me. Bet Naija closed the left eye, won me, say, husband material, stop stressing my people. Which one is 5 games? Which one is correct scoreline? Reduce the number of games to only 3 and let it be the correct outcome. So what this means is I am going to give you 3 games. And all you need to do to become a prediction guru and win fantastic prizes, courtesy of Bet Naija, is to tell me which team would win, which game would end in a draw, and which team would lose. It is that simple. Which team would win, which game would end in a draw, and which team would lose. Just correct outcome. Now take the games. Napoli versus Roma, Werder Bremen versus Bayern Munich, and Rennes versus PSG. Napoli versus Roma, Werder Bremen versus Bayern Munich, Rennes versus PSG. Go and predict the correct outcome. We will crown you prediction guru and you win fantastic prizes courtesy of Bet Naija. Go and predict. Become a guru and not a guru. Thank you so much, Sawadinho. Thank you so much, Toyo Baby. Thank you so much, Pooja, the man who just completed his world tour. We see you for Fulham. We see you say so many things, Fulham. Yeah, no problem. Yes. Toyo Baby, thank you. Sawadinho. Yeah, hopefully at the end of the season, when you win your quadruple, I will shake you again.
You ain't got quadruple.
Una bye bye.